Here we have a standard 6 and 12 volt battery charger slash battery booster. Okay, this is a very useful tool in the shop. It is used very often. A few of the things to take note of course, before we deal with batteries is personal safety, of course, because we are dealing with an acidic as well as explosive hazard. So first steps first, make sure you have your safety glasses on. Next, it's not a bad idea to have a shop coat or smock of some sort. And everything else, standard shop procedures, closed-toed shoes and gloves are not a bad idea if you wish to avoid maybe coming in contact with battery acid. One more safety feature to caution before you start hooking up your battery charger is, of course, any jewelry should be removed because, of course, it's a conductor of electricity and you don't want to risk yourself becoming part of that circuit. Put that away. Now we'll point out the basic features of the machine. On the left dial here we have a turn dial which will select our voltage as well as amperage setting for charging the battery. So of course for a slow charge we're going to have a lower amperage. So that would be to the left here. We have as low as 2 amps for a slow long charge. And for a faster charge up to 40 amps. And then of course our boost setting. Our lower charges here is for 6 volt conditions, so a smaller tractor trailer battery of that sort. On the right hand side we actually have our start switch, which is indicated with a timer that you just simply rotate to the indicated time that you need your charge for, and it automatically clocks itself down and back to off. It does have a hold position for a long-term charger for boost, but just know that you have that option available to you, and if the charger shuts off too early, you're going to have to reset this. Okay. Also, coming out of the back of the charger, we have our standard 110 volt plug-in, just goes into a standard outlet. And we have our positive and negative leads that actually hook up to the positive and negative leads of our battery. Of course, positive is red, negative is black. That's all you need to know for that part. So before we actually hook up our battery to the charger, there's a very specific procedure that we should follow just for best safety practices. So first things first is we'll select our charge range. Of course, so for now I'm going to choose 12 volts, 10 amps, a medium charge. I confirm that my machine is turned off, so that would be this dial is facing up towards the off switch. And now, before I plug the machine in, I'm going to hook up my battery leads. And to first hook them up, I'm going to go positive first, negative last. Now that my leads are on, they're clearly not going to touch one another. I am now ready to plug in my battery charger. Okay, I'm plugged in. So now I will just simply turn my timer on to the appropriate time. So I'm going to go down to 45 minutes. Okay. I'll verify on my ammeter that I am receiving a charge. Right now it's saying that it's just barely taking any juice at the moment. So this will change over time, of course. So for my disconnect now, after my charge is all done, first steps first, of course, turn off my charger. Charger's off. Now, before I disconnect the leads off of my battery, I'm going to unplug it. I've now isolated the charger from the power source. Okay. And now, to remove my leads from the battery, I'm going to go negative first, positive last. Okay. We do this it actually reduces the amount of arcing that we may get around the battery, and when batteries do have a tendency to off-gas as they charge, so we want to make sure that we are removing any sparking or explosion hazard possible. And, of course, for cleanup, we're going to wrap up our leads nicely and put the charger back where it came from.